I am Carol, a believer in Jesus Christ, struggling with sugar, jealousy, etc. In the Christian hymn, Take My Life and Let It Be Consecrated, the composer consecrates himself and all he has accumulated to his God. This is Celebrate Recovery's Principle 8, Yield Myself to God. Roget's Thesaurus, a book giving many uses of words, give can be interchanged for the word yield. Give is our acrostic for tonight's lesson. G stands for God first. Principle 7 taught us to reserve a daily time with God for self-examination, Bible reading, and prayer in order to know God and His will for our life and to gain the power to follow His will. Placing God first, we realize that everything we have is a gift from Him, and that our recovery is built upon our faith and our desire to follow Jesus Christ's direction. Jesus is God's gift to us. Romans 8:32 says, God did not even keep back His own Son, but offered Him for us all. We are never more like God than when we give, not just money and things, but our own selves. When we give, the I becomes we. When God created the male, He said, It's not good for man to be alone. I shall make for him a helper who is meet for him. Our lives were never meant to be lived in isolation, nor is our road to recovery meant to be traveled alone. God desired to travel life's road with us. Jesus said, Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. We may be asked to be a sponsor or accountability partner. This is one way to carry the message. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 makes this concept of giving very clear. Two are better off than one because together they can work more effectively. If one of them falls down, the other can help him up. But if someone is alone, there is no one to help him. Two people can resist an attack that would defeat one person alone. V stands for Victories Shared. Individually, we have a story. Mine, divorce, deaths of all family members, years of caregiver to an unhealthy parent. Paul in the Bible gave his lengthy dialogue of what he had been through. Paul used all his experiences and wrote many letters in the Bible. Trials, tests, hurts, habits, hang-ups, God never wastes a one. My Lord sat with me wee hours of the morning. I cried to Him. He held me firmly and directed my path. It was God's power that brought me through. When others walk my walk, I share how God helped and guided me. We don't like what has happened to us, but this I assure you, that we are going to be all right. There is hope for all in God. God uses hurts to help others. Principle 8 gives us the opportunity to share our experiences, victories, and hopes with one another. God helps us in all our trouble so that we are able to help others with the same help we received from Him. Pain and hurts are part of our lives. We have caused so much destruction in our life and the lives of those we love. And now it makes sense when we get to Principle 8. Romans 8:28, we know that all that happened to us is working for our good if we love God and are fitting into His plans. Final letter in give is E, example of our actions. Actions speak louder than words. Good intentions die unless they are executed. In James 1:22, we are exhorted to be doers of the word. In order to be of help, we are also to bring the good news to others. Our actions, not words alone, are proof of our love of God and another person. Faith without works is dead. My children, love must not be a matter of words or talk. It must be genuine and show itself in action. We cannot love without giving. Yield and give, important words in recovery. We have been given God's precious gift. Now we give ourselves to God and to others. Yielding to God is a new way for us. Addictions and sinful behavior are no longer who we are. We are believers in Jesus Christ. Christ walked the land of Israel. Wherever he went, he told others about his Father. Jesus gave to others by his words and by his actions. He healed the mentally, physically, and spiritually sick like you and I. He brought back to life the dead likened to you and I, who have now been given a new life. But how will others know if we do not tell them the good news? God is a victorious God. We of Celebrate Recovery have testified of our victories. Principle 8 and Step 12 takes us outside the walls of this building, sharing what we are practicing and have learned. It is our hope that others may witness what God has done in us, through us. Possibly they will come to Christ and find their way to Celebrate Recovery rooms. As Christ gave himself for us, so may we give our lives to others. Thank you.